Our day trading recap for July 18th, 2019. This will be a quick one because I have one trade that I took today. I immediately regretted getting into it, and then it turned out to be a winning trade. But I think it was more luck than anything, and I'll show you why. So it was Oracle. I got into Oracle as a short, and I'll show you. It came up on my trade ideas 15-minute new low. So this basically looks for stocks fitting a certain criteria, but basically making 15-minute lows. And it popped up. Let's see, I got in at 10:35, so it popped up early in the day. Obviously now there's too many updates; it won't go that far. So anyway, it popped up on this scan, and I liked the fact that you could see it shot up today. Oh well, first I'll show you the yearly. All right, so when you look at the yearly here, this is the daily candles. You can see for the last week it's been down, right? It reached a high and then it started to drift down. So I was looking for continuation down. It ended at the low of the day here yesterday. So I was hoping that it would continue on today as a short. And you could see that it popped up because it gapped down. Actually gapped down. You can see this is the close of yesterday. It gapped down and then it came back up through VWAP. Purple line here is volume weighted average price. Came back up, and then it looked like it was resting on VWAP. Now for me on this other 5-minute chart here, this is the 8 EMA and the 20 SMA. And these is just kind of ugly, right? Overall, I was looking at this, and I knew it was kind of ugly looking, but then this topping tail right here, this doji, this topping doji here, that usually you want that at the top of a chart to indicate that the reversal is coming, but to me it showed that buyers were trying to bring it back up, trying to force it up here, but it kept hitting its head on the 20 SMA and it was resting below the 8 EMA. So right away I said, all right, I'm going to get in, and I immediately regretted it because when I looked back at this, I just said, this is kind of ugly. The only thing it really had going for it is the fact that on the daily chart it was continuing down for the past few days, and continuation was a possibility. So I got in, and it kind of did drop a little, and then it pulled back, and that's when I was starting to regret it. I almost decided to take it. I put my stop. I said I'd get out if it got around 58.06, but it was below the whole number. I got in at 57.95 or 57.95, and it started going down, and then came back up, and then it hit its head, and then I was rewarded with a big drop right here, and I got out at 57.75 for a 20-cent short, which I was totally happy with that. I almost took it out at break even. Once it got back below break even here, I said, let me just not lose anything on this trade. But it turned out to be a winning trade because my target was 57. I think it was 57.73ish. I think because I think I had a 11-cent stop, so I wanted it to go down 22 cents. And but I took it out when it hit 57.75 just to be safe. And it didn't get much further below my target anyway. I think the low here was 57.69, so barely, not even 5 cents below, and then it kind of bounced back up again. So trades like this where I was basically unhappy with my entry after I got in, I felt bad about it because this is not pretty. There's so many wicks here. It's not a nice tight movement that you can predict more easily. Like I shouldn't say easily, but that you can predict better than stocks with a lot of action going on here, a lot of movement. So this to me was regretful at first, and then it turned out to be a good trade. Now the one thing that I should say is one of the reasons why I think that it turned out to be a winning trade was if you look at the SPY had a pretty big drop. You could see here at around, I got into that trade at about 10:30. And then you could see here at around 11 o'clock, 11:10, it started dropping. This is when I got that drop on Oracle. And so that made it, that probably helped my short a lot. The fact that I was in the stock short and the SPY was dropping probably gave me this win. Otherwise, I don't think that this was going to be much of a good trade. It probably would have just drifted throughout the day. I might have just been able to get out at break even eventually, but turned into a win. So I was happy, and I'm pretty much done for the day now because of this trade, and only one day left in the week really, so happy about that. So that's it. That was my trade. I haven't really been looking at much else. I know there's a couple things that were on the radar, and eBay had popped and then dropped. This would have been a nice short right here when the convergence, like see this cross the 8 EMA and the 20 SMA. You could have gotten a nice short, almost $1 out of that one. couple other stocks were on here, but I just was focused basically on making sure I didn't screw this one up, because it was a little iffy right from the get-go. So that's my trade, and hope everybody had a good trading day, and good luck with the rest of the day. It's only 12:30, so we'll see if there's any other good trades out there, but I'll probably be done for the day. All right, take care.